Yeah. Is he still in prison?
Never trusted that motherfucker.
Now, did you watch any of the awards?
I did watch the awards. Luckily, it was on YouTube after it aired because I don't subscribe to Shudder anymore.
You are so dirty. Jeez.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got to see it, and it was interesting. I would have liked there to be clips for what they were talking about, but at the budget they were going on, I can see why there weren't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I really
their
wish
budget went to
that
Kevin Smith.
more people would have accepted their awards instead of stand-ins.
Yeah, I think that's mostly on Blumhouse, but we'll cover that later. But yeah, you're right. I definitely feel like it was a Blumhouse kind of deal. Maybe, I don't know.
Here's a question before we get started. Did you watch Velocipaster?
The who now?
Velocipaster?
No.
Okay. Things that need to happen when you get back on Shudder.
Okay.
Blumhouse.
It's not Blumhouse. That really bothers me.
It's called Blumhouse.
Right?
That really, I was like, no. I refuse to believe that I've been saying this wrong.
Even when the damn owner of it.
But the people that started Blumhouse are saying it that way. So
I don't care.
I
I say my name Madeline, but I spell it Madeline. Whatever.
All right, let's get this started. It is now, let's see, 8:45. Let's go with the 9-minute mode. Oh, damn. Note that, 9 minute. We got 9 seconds. Silence. 9-minute mark. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the Chainsaw Bar. I'm your host, Mike, here tonight with
Madeline.
And Leah.
Excellent. This is episode 26, I suppose. We're going to be talking about the Fangoria. Shudder presents the Chainsaw Awards and some stuff and some other stuff, generally. That's what we're
Unaffiliated.
Exactly, I guess.
Just a coincidence.
It's just, yeah. So let's see if this party started. I wrote 3 horribly quick questions, and which one of you two wants the first one?
Madeline does.
Oh,
Done.
Don't type that.
All right. Quick question. Quick. Who or which would you rather eat or try at least? Take a bite of the Ginger Dead Man, Gary Busey version, or a slice of the soul pizza Freddie made in the Dream Masters Nightmare on Street 4?
I'm not much of a sweets person, so I'll go with the soul pizza.
Nice screaming heads. Awesome. And Leah.
Oh gosh, yes.
Same question.
Who I know what your answer is too.
No.
Yeah. So.
Because you are.
It would probably also be the soul pizza. Just because Gary Busey excuses me.
He does, right?
He's
creepy. If it wasn't for Gary, I was gonna say Leah totally loves bakery items and
100%,
especially
I would totally eat the gingerbread cookie.
and especially seasonal holiday themed bakery items. But
yeah.
Gary Busey, it's
Cussing
the teeth.
you out before he gets bit.
It's the teeth.
Ugh.
Which is funny because when my husband met him, he tried to shake his hand, and Gary Busey said, "I'd rather lick a mailbox," and gave him a fist bump or something. He does not touch people.
Oh, he's like them
Well,
Howie.
that's fair.
Fair?
I mean, it is. It's a really good idea when you're at a con to not shake hands.
Right. And we've all learned this lesson with the, global pandemic.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Well, I mean, anybody that goes to a con knows you're risking, the con crud if you touch anyone.
Oh, that's Yeah. It's, con crud, gross. Ugh. What a term.
It's a thing, man. My husband once got it from that guy in Terminator.
Gary Busey?
No. Michael Biehn.
Oh.
Michael Biehn was giving everybody the con crud one year.
God, yes. Which character was he? I'm drawing a blank.
In Terminator, he was Kyle Reese.
Kyle Reese. Okay, I suck at this game. I'm not good at horror. All right, this is it. This is our last episode. It's been good listening to you, everybody. Goddamn, I suck at this game. Ugh. Kyle Reese?
Yes, John Connor's dad, the guy that came up and saved Sarah Connor from the Terminator.
The guy, the first damn time jumper. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Guy, he gave everybody them the bugs. He gave cooties to everybody. Gross.
Allegedly, I don't want him suing us either.
He can't sue us because this is like a legend now, an urban legend.
Right.
That's pretty awesome.
Right.
That's pretty awesome.
Not...
We really need to give your sidekick some hell and get him on the show sometimes. But that's the thing.
I know, right? I've been pressuring him and it's not working.
Yeah, you just need to play the damn podcast when he's sitting there and he's like, these guys don't know nothing about nothing. I know so much more about this. And then they just eventually get to him. He's like, hey, I'm doing the show tonight. You want to hang out and just maybe throw in a bit of a comment?
Yeah, because he really does. He really probably does know like way more than we do.
Yeah.
Oh, he would blow us away. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but it's like the microphone. He's afraid of the microphone. Like if he didn't see the microphone and we just sat around your table and had beers, well, not me, but everybody else, then he might.
We'd have to bug.
we
could bug the room. We could bug the room, Nixon style.
We could just give him like a nice little set of them gargoyle glasses from the 1990s and put a little damn shade over them, and they couldn't see anything. That's probably the best way.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah, those big. Oh man, I've been thinking about gargoyle glasses all day today.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gargoyle glasses had that huge, big old freaking lens. It was huge. It's just big, and they were just dumb. And the only reason I thought about it was that time I was in India and I went up north to like be an Indian. They took us to like we went and did some like whitewater rafting, and there was this huge drop off, and whoosh, and then you just like and then there's like whitewater rafting and this huge drop off, and there's a big pool. And I was like, man, I know these kind of pools. So I immediately, like, I'm out of here. I'm jumping off. And I jumped off and it's like, let's see what can I find in here. Maybe there's a wallet, some money in it, maybe there's some other stuff.
Just exactly like our children.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. I found a pair of gargoyle glasses. I found another pair of fucking fancy pants glasses. And I found 3 or 4 things in that damn pool.
Seriously.
I was like, look at this. I was like, gargoyle glasses. And another one of the Indian dudes that was with us from one of the out west tribes is like, dude, I'll give you $20 for those. Those are amazing. I was like, $20? Hell yeah! I just found these in the river. They're yours. Give me that $20.
Seriously, like our son, I have a pair of like Coach sunglasses sitting in my son pulled out of the bottom of the river. All kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah, the rivers are fun. They give back if you know how to.
You should get one of those fishing magnets for the boys.
Yes.
We just need good goggles. Is all they need. And a flashlight, maybe. Maybe an underwater
They
flashlight.
They're just natural river people. I've seen Vincent catch a fish with his bare hands at least twice.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put him back, of course, but he's just like holding it and like, oh, it's like, what? Mm-hmm. He's crazy. All right. Next question. Leah.
Yes.
What's the best part of spring?
My birthday.
Oh, nice. Good answer. Maddie.
Because it's the first day of spring.
Wow, that's cool.
My birthday is also technically in spring, but I wouldn't say that's the best part of it. Because it's not as cool as hers.
Yeah, it's definitely not as cool as that. So what's the best part of spring for you then, I guess?
Oh, I just, me, I'm a pagan. I love like the returning of the flowers and bees and the little like skipper moths that we get around here have come back. No, the little brown and black and white ones.
Oh,
they're a diurnal moth. They're called silver skippers, I think. It's a daytime moth.
They're little ones, right?
Yeah, and they skip around, and that's why they're called skippers, I'm assuming. whenever I see them, I'm like, okay, it's arrived. My little buddies are back, and I can take my shoes off and sit out on the patio. And for some reason, they sit on my feet. And don't make a judgment on my feet, Internet.
Just
But
in case.
they will.
Oh, that's really cool that they sit on your feet.
They'll just sit on my feet. Yeah.
I love those moths.
Yeah.
I'm totally jealous.
But it's a diurnal moth, which is a pretty rare thing. They make me happy.
They're cute. I like them.
They're cute. I like the flowers. I like the plants growing. I like the nice soft breeze. I like when my little ornamental cherry tree blooms and the little pink blossoms cover everything like a little carpet of pink. It's adorable. I just love spring.
Yeah.
Actually, there's nothing I don't like about spring.
Actually, yeah, spring is pretty fine. Spring is like fall. It's great.
Spring is like fall. In that it's mild and temperate.
Exactly. All right. Oh. The next question, number 3. Do you twist and eviscerate or just tear into your Oreos like a ravenous zombie? And that's the question. Posed to both of you at the same time. Boom.
I
go.
do not twist.
I twist.
Ooh.
I just dunk.
On the rare occasion that I eat Oreos, which really hasn't happened in a long time, I got a twist like they do in the commercials. and lick it.
And that is a difference.
Whatever.
Eviscerate, rip it off, whip the white little guts out. Yeah.
I wouldn't call that evisceration, but
You're ripping something out and then ripping into the middle. Yeah.
but it's not alive.
Well, there we go. This is a horror podcast. You gotta make it sound as juicy.
You gotta make it sound like a little bit more gory than it is. But if my Oreo had guts, if the white, whatever that is, plastic, was guts,
Horrible.
I would eviscerate that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then dunk it.
No, I just drown them and then I eat them.
There you go. All right, my answers are: I would definitely. Actually, I hadn't even thought about it, but I would definitely probably. It'd be so much fun to try taking a bite of a screaming Gary Busey, being mad and cussing you. But the soul pizza, like if I had Freddy's glove, of course I'd probably take the soul pizza. But I'm gonna go with them trying to take a bite out of frickin' the Ginger Dead Man with Gary Busey's voice cussing me the entire time.
Yes.
Because even if you bite off a piece of him, he's still gonna cuss the shit out of you. Because that doesn't really kill him. He's just gonna profane you to hell and beyond.
I was just like a hybrid where he says, "Not my gumdrop buttons."
You. No.
Yeah. No, I want him to say it.
God, if we ever get Gary Busey around, we're definitely gonna have to see if we can have him recorded. Not my gumdrop buttons, and we'll put it
If we could have, like, if somebody could voice him over in the Shrek movies.
Oh man, that'd be horrible.
It would be horrible. That's what I'm saying. This is a horror podcast, right?
Yeah, that would be. There we go. If we could get Gary Busey to them
As Ginger Dead Man.
as Ginger Dead Man to cover over Gingy's spot in the Shrek movies. So anytime you see him the Gingy cookie, it was just Gary Busey.
And wait, and vice versa. I don't know who the voice actor for Gingy was, but if he could, like,
Not as cool.
voice
Not
over
as cool.
Ginger Dead Man, that would be fucking hilarious.
Actually,
no, I'm sorry.
Maybe. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of profanity in his character.
Yeah,
Maybe,
it would be great.
Maybe.
It would be awesome.
My best part of spring is definitely the weather. I like the mildness. I don't like the heat of summer. I don't like the cold of winter. I like the mildness of fall and spring. That's the best part of it.
And now you like ramps.
And now I like ramps. Yeah, spring brings ramps.
Cheers.
Cheers. And I already said, yeah, definitely. Damn, did I say anything about the Oreos?
About the Oreos? About what you would do with the Oreos? No, you did not.
No, I just like slam them to my mouth, like 5 or 6 into my mouth, and just chomp, 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 chomp.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like Oreos are just numb.
Remind me to never watch you eat Oreos.
Yeah, it's just like,
I'm surprised I've never done it.
Yeah, it's a whole Oreo in the mouth and crunch, crunch, crunch. It's like give me the center and give me the crunchiness, and like
Well,
one day I'll
there's a
have
balance.
one day I'll have no teeth, and they'll just be like, let me gum the hell out of that. Arr.
Be like Cohen the Barbarian.
Exactly. Cohen the Barbarian. Good stuff. All right, that's our quick questions. Quick. Let's go on to news. Kevin Smith has made a horror movie, and he is selling the whole damn thing, the whole kit and caboodle, as a NFT. And the movie is called Kilroy Was Here. Y'all can go look online and see the trailer. But you know what? You're not going to be able to watch that damn thing because he's selling it as an NFT. And for all y'all in the not know, an NFT is a non-fungible token. Which means in the digital era we're living in, a non-fungible token is like an online computer version of the object or the movie or the soundtrack or the song or whatever. And once you own it, you're the only person that can own it. It's got a whole digital death trail of where it's been, who owned it, who sold it, who bought it.
Whoever buys it, they can distribute it, or do we have to wait until they sell it again and then it's up for grabs?
Right,
Exactly.
both.
Both. They can actually, if the person that does end up buying Kilroy Was Here buys it and says, this is all mine, he can actually own the entire thing and just, he could actually be the only person on his price like Kevin Smith and maybe Jason Mewes that has ever seen it or will ever see it. Until he sends it off to his damn children or gives it away.
Didn't Kevin Smith make Walrus?
He did.
Okay, then I don't care.
No, wait, Walrus? It was Tusk. It's Tusk.
They can have it.
Wait, Tusk?
I think it was called Tusk.
Tusk, sorry, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's bleh.
Yeah.
Was
So I think it was Kevin Smith that made Tusk.
I thought Tusk was an Asian movie.
No, Tusk was not an Asian movie. But
So
yeah.
am I confusing it with another movie called Tusk?
You're probably. But for all y'all in the know, let's just cover this a little quickly because this apparently is something we're going to have to deal with from here on out. An NFT is a non-fungible token. And this little token is an internet piece of the internet that represents an object or a piece of work, like a piece of music, a piece of artwork, digital something. And it doesn't have a value, but it's valuable. And it's the only one out there. Like a fungible token or a fungible object, and this is the crazy part, fungible object is like $1. Like a $1 bill is worth $1. Will always be worth $1. You can trade it evenly, whatever. And like a Bitcoin is only as valuable as another Bitcoin. A non-fungible object is something like a trading card, and it has varying values, or a Magic the Gathering card. Digital version, you can trade it, sell it. But NFTs are apparently becoming the new hotness in the world, and people trade or buy them and then own them. And they're the ones that's going to own them. They can choose to display them, sell them off for media rights. That's probably what's going to happen in this film. Eventually, the person that buys Kilroy Was Here will eventually branch out and distribute it himself or sell the rights to it or something, and possibly make as much as he made buying the whole thing in long-term things. But until then, he's the only one that owns the entire movie, the entire copy of the digital film, and he's the only one that will probably ever see it, which is crazy. But that's Crypto Studios from Kevin Smith. That's his little.
And the
crypto
rest
thing.
of us just get, Mr. Roboto by Stick stuck in your head.
Yep.
I mean, am I the only one? I just keep hearing him say, I'm Kilroy.
Probably.
No,
Also,
I don't.
No, Mr. Roboto?
No.
No.
Just a vague, what was that, World War I or World War II?
Two.
World War II reference.
Yeah.
I remember learning how to draw the little Kilroy guy when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's graffiti. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently
But
there's
no,
very
not Mr. Roboto?
No,
No,
Kilroy.
none of y'all?
No.
None of y'all remember that being in... Okay.
Yeah, you're all alone there.
Apparently y'all didn't spend a lot of time singing into a fan.
Apparently not.
Well, I remember the part where they say, Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. That's it.
Oh, well, when he confesses who he is.
Domo.
No, then he goes, I'm Kilroy.
See, I don't remember any part of the song except for what I just said.
Okay, but y'all know me. I know all the words to all the songs that I ever heard, but sometimes I get them wrong. But yeah, I spent a lot of time singing that song into a fan as a kid, and the cool, I don't even know the name, the lead singer from Styx, what his name is, I'm sorry, but that adorable, lavender jumpsuit in the video.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
I want one so bad.
Yeah. So NFTs, apparently you can have they're selling virtual real estate. Ugh. Oh, so your Minecraft land is another little segment of the world, but you can buy virtual real estate and build your little house on it. And if you own a bunch of NFTs, you can put them in that little place and make a little gallery, and people will venture over there and look at the gallery. But
like little Sims hookers?
I guess. I have no idea. And you can
it all sounds very complicated and blah.
Very internet-y, very World Wide Webby weirdness. And you can buy a virtual pet. There you go, just kind of like a pet nim.
Pet rock?
I'm a super Luddite. I don't know. The internet, blah.
Same.
Yeah, no idea. But there's NFTs, and Kevin Smith is jumping on there. He's trying to promote the NFTs. So, he's trying to do this so, other artists can produce things and sell them online, digital artwork, and through his little site. And he can promote more people. That's his kind of aim with this. If the movie sells, it's, great. And then other people can just buy and sell things more prominently. And I was researching this. Apparently some piece of artwork in 2020 sold for $70,000. I don't know who the artist was. Some guy bought it and then resold it here in 2021 for $6.9 million. And it's a digital piece of artwork. And there it is. But you own the damn token of it, the NFT of it. And you can display it on the internet. It's your property. You've got all the rights in the world to it, apparently.
It's kind of obscene.
It is, but actually...
Yeah, this sounds very capitalist-y, blah.
Yeah, very. But
if I say blah one more time, I'm going to shoot myself.
Leah, don't shoot yourself.
Don't shoot yourself. You can't do it now. Anyway, yeah, that's so disgusting. It's so weird, but it's if they've got the rights to the artwork entirely, that's kind of a trait. That's kind of like that weird thing about artwork.
Well, I mean,
you can't display a piece of artwork without the permission of the artist that did it. Even if they paid you to do it, you've still got the intellectual rights of it. But with this kind of thing, you actually own everything on it. The intellectual rights, all of it. And that's kind of an interesting angle of it.
As an artist, I would have a hard time letting that go.
But there you go. That's news. Also, no, that's not news. That is crazy news. But the more important news this week in the world of horror and world of everything, fun.
Which are
Felix Sela passed away this week at the age of 84.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's kind of depressing. Cousin It. Yeah, you haven't heard it.
So did Helen McCrory from Penny Dreadful.
Oh, wow. Didn't see it. I remember seeing bits and pieces. He was a little robot on Battlestar Galactica. Twitchy something? Twitty? I don't know. Felix Sela.
She was saying Penny Dreadful.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Oh, I saw a bit of it. It was a little... I liked it.
Well, you guys saw the Harry Potter movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was Narcissa. She was Draco's mom.
Okay, yeah. Wait, who was she on Penny Dreadful?
She was the witch. Oh shit, I forgot her name. How funny.
Was she in the? No, wait, I'm thinking. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
I didn't watch the
She was
entire
in the
series.
whole second season.
Okay, I might not have watched that far ahead, but
Oh.
I watched some of it and I was like, I like the stories, but it was just a little bit, I don't know, just kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
I didn't realize it's a series. I thought it was just a movie.
You're talking about the series, right?
Right, the series Penny Dreadful.
Okay,
there were 3 seasons, and she was the main villain in the whole second season.
Ah. Well, that's neat.
Yeah, I got, when it got, all weird and, like she was possessed, and the main character was possessed by like a demon, and her dad wanted to fuck her. It just kind of like weirded me out. And
at no point did her dad want to fuck her. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, or it seemed that way in her mind. I'm talking about Penny Dreadful. I am. It was all monsters, right?
Yeah.
There was maybe it was the demon making stuff up. I don't remember, but I wasn't in a good headspace for it for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't her dad. Well, then who was it?
It was her friend's dad.
Her friend's dad. There you go.
It was
but basically,
the demon was posing as her friend's dad. It wasn't actually him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was what bothered me. It was too much like. That's just. I don't know. A little bit. I mean, it was good stuff and it was scary, but it was just kind of like, oh. Yeah.
They always fucked up the season finales. Like, the show would be great, and then the season finale would be such a letdown.
I really liked the, like, traditional monsters that they would bring into it. I thought that was really cool. But I don't...
Did they know that the third season was going to be the last season?
Yes, they did.
So did they actually screw up the finale on that one?
No, but it was lame cakes anyway.
Alright, there we go.
Okay, I never watched...
Spoiler alert, people. There you go.
Maybe I can finish watching it knowing that it was only 3 seasons, but it just like, I was like, ah.
And Helen McCrory was a great villain. Like, I really enjoyed her performance, and I shared the video the day she died. It was probably kind of a weird choice, but it's her in a bathtub full of blood singing The Unquiet Grave, which is an Irish folk song.
Ooh.
And I love it. God, that was when I knew who she was. That was when Helen McCrory, like, solidified in my mind. And then anything else she was in, I was like, oh, I know who that is.
Nice. That's cool.
Okay, sing The Unquiet Grave so I remember how it goes.
What, The Unquiet Grave? Oh, gosh.
I know the title, but I can't place the words until I hear a tune.
Good grief.
That's going to be difficult for me. Just Google it later.
Google it, people. Google The Unquiet Grave and then go look it on YouTube and watch it yourselves.
Okay, fine.
Yes. All right, let's move along. All right. Also, the only reason we do this podcast today is because we suck and Maddie doesn't have any clue what I was going with because she was making dinner.
Nope.
And this idea came up when I texted you and it was all happening.
I was roasting the flesh of the innocent.
It's a shame.
It was
the lamb is good. So, this week, yesterday actually, we got to sit there and watch the Chainsaw Awards from Fangoria presented on the line by Shudder. It was a blast. It was simple. It was easy. There were no clips, and that's kind of a rub. But it's not like the actual Academy Awards where there's actually all the clips and all the presenters and every single one of them have their little image popped up there.
And I realized how very little of these movies I've seen.
Yeah, same. I've seen like 3 of them.
Same.
That might be more than me. I was definitely like, I was pulling for Bacurau every time. As we all know, I did see that. And it was great.
Oh, I didn't see it yet.
Oh, no, with Udo Kier.
Yeah, when they mentioned it, I was like, oh shit, right, I was gonna watch the thing with the scary pimp.
Maddie told me to see it. It wasn't a scary pimp. He wasn't scary. They weren't scary, I should say.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I just call him that, because that's how I remember him.
Udo Kier?
Udo Kier, yeah.
Wait, where was this?
We've talked about this on another episode.
I know we did. We talked about Bacurau, and then we got into Udo Kier, and then we found out how good looking he was when he was young, and it was like kind of...
I know, right?
Disturbing.
Yeah,
Andy Warhol knew. We didn't know.
I vaguely remember this conversation. Yeah,
no, but Bacurau was
the whole
awesome.
Thing. It was good. Yeah, Bacurau, I didn't see it. She didn't watch the Mortuary Collection, and it was great.
I watched a little bit of it.
Bits and pieces. You don't even remember any of it, probably.
But
there we go. Called it.
I love Clancy Brown, so I kind of want to see it now.
Oh, it's real fun. It's real good. At the end of his presentation, you seen him say, I hope they bring his character back. Because
Yes.
he has a great name in that. His character was awesome. And they dealt with him in it proper. But, I don't know. I imagine they could figure out a way to bring him back. So hopefully if they ever do a Mortuary Collection 2, I hope they bring him back. But the entire story is awesome. It's an anthology series. Loved it.
I've watched some of that.
But Clancy Brown got Best Supporting Actor, is what they started with. And it was pretty awesome. And that's the one I watched.
And he was up against Alice Krige from Gretel and Hansel, which I've not seen it, so I can't speak of her performance, but I love that woman.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, the Gretel and Hansel thing kind of caught me off guard. I was like, what was that? Why is this even? Nah.
It did happen, I just never watched it.
I know, there's so many of those movies that were just not seen. It was like COVID, but it's like we were just so lazy. It's like, we should be up to episode fucking 35 by now, but no, we didn't do anything
Right.
during COVID. It's like, oh, we can radio and call in, but it's like, nah, let's just lay around, drink some more, then go to bed, and then wake up and do it again the next day. That's all we did, and it was awesome. Man, God. I did enjoy my COVID time off. It was like my best vacation ever. Despite me being the one that had to go out and shop.
Only vacation ever.
Yeah, my only vacation in like 6 years. Yeah, there we are.
No, wait.
Since 2014, apparently, because there's a little thing over there that says, "Oh, that was the last time we went on vacation."
There was one thing on there that that won a lot of awards, which was The Invisible Man, and I never watched it.
Let's not go there
because
yet.
you know how I feel about remakes.
Let's just not go there yet.
Okay, it's gonna come up later. Sorry.
It will. It will come up
Spoilers.
very close. I'm just gonna run down the list real quick, and we'll touch on them probably most. Most of them we didn't even see, which is terrible. We're a terrible podcast.
It didn't have Claude Rains.
It didn't have
Sorry.
Claude Rains. All right, the best streaming premiere, which means like it was just put on the internet and then you had to watch it from there, was Host, Rob Savage and Doug Cox. I have no idea what it was. I didn't see it. I have no clue. Did you watch The Host, Leah?
Nope, sure didn't.
So it's not the Korean movie, and it's not the thing made from the Stephanie Meyer novel. It's something.
Totally
No.
different.
It's
It's
a
not
totally
The Host,
third
it's
thing
just
called Host.
Host.
Host. Exactly. And
But-
we didn't see it. I guess we'll have to watch it, I guess.
Was it based on the Stephanie Meyer novel, though?
Don't think so.
No.
Okay, good, because she's
She's
she's a very successful woman, and I can't.
All right, then we
right.
have...
I can shit on her writing all day long, but she's rich, so she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, what does she care?
Precisely.
Exactly.
Man.
I think I'm a better writer, but have I published a series of very, very best-selling novels? No.
It's kind of fun because we're all kind of poor as shit, but you know what? We're still shitting on everybody's opinion. Because
You know
that's
what?
how we roll here.
Also, Stephanie Meyer,
Can be
come on up to the house sometime. We'll talk about it.
Oh, wait.
but
Stephanie
also-
Meyer, different now.
Twilight.
Not Twilight. Yeah, I was thinking Harry Potter. Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
that's J.K. Rowling.
Fuck her. Anyway.
She's actually a really talented writer with some bad opinions. In my opinion. Just having read both of these women's novels. Stephanie Meyer, though, no, I couldn't. You read some of the Twilight stuff. You're the one who brought it into my home.
It was hilarious.
The movies are hilarious, but the books made my eyes bleed, and that felt weird.
They're hilariously
Like,
bad.
I read like one page, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
I was like, no, this is... I got like halfway through the book, and I had this epiphany, like, is this where I want to be when Jesus comes? No. I don't want to be reading a book I'm not enjoying. I'm going to close this book. I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to read something else. And that's what I did. I watched the movies, though, because that was genuinely funny and entertaining without meaning to be.
Yeah.
It
that
was
entire
fun
series
to
was
make
a
fun of
blast.
the movies because they were also like just so like melodramatically acted.
Kristen Stewart never closes her mouth.
Yeah.
Ever.
Robert Pattinson.
All the
Who I
Indians were
don't
actually kind of
understand.
nailed properly. All the Indian damn Wolfie
No.
boys, they were all kind of nailed properly
No, they
for
were
that
not.
era.
They were not. They were wearing jean cutoffs and not black basketball
Very
shorts.
popular in the 90s. I wore jean cutoffs. All the Cherokee boys wore jean cutoffs in the 90s.
This movie, the books weren't set in the 90s.
But she wrote probably from where she's seen some Indians. on the internet or wherever she went.
Whatever, like
everybody wore jean cutoffs.
Indian
on the
fetish,
messes.
Native American fetish. Like
Before we went to fancy pants and basketball shorts in the late '90s when everything got cut
very
off from
fancy.
the short. Yeah,
very fancy.
Very fancy black basic basketball shorts. Anyway, yeah, totally different things. Ugh.
We're really good at digressing.
We really, you know, if there's something we excel at, I would say that's it. But no, I want to know what this host is and why there's a third host just to throw you off the scent of Bong Joon-ho's epic
host
monster movie, The Host, which was so good, so good, so good. One of my favorite monster movies.
Yep. All right, let's go on to the next one. Best series. That was a good one because, like, the best series for me, we were sitting there watching it, and it was just like blah blah blah. Then it was like Lovecraft Country. It's like, oh damn, Lovecraft Country. Yes, yes, yes. And then it was like What We Do in Shadows. I was like, oh what? No, damn it.
It counts. I know it's more of a comedy, but it counts.
It does.
It wasn't as good as the movie.
I would have given that award to Lovecraft Country.
I would have as well. And just of its own.
Yeah, that was totally Lovecraft Country. I've only seen the first season of damn What We Do in Shadows, and it was good. I love the main vampire Baron. I like what they did with it, but that guy kills me.
It had the guy from IT Crowd, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Father! Yeah, that guy. Love him. I love him in that. It's a great series. I like how they did all the vampires slightly different. The energy vampire kind of kills me because it's such a damn... I can do that. I can make people feel bad and I kind of like feel good about it. I can feel that.
Yeah.
And he's just creepy. Funny. It's good.
They played that in Vamps too. I'm an emotional vampire.
Yeah, Vamps was fun.
I'm a psychic vampire. Yes, these are terms that like new agey people throw out all the time, and it's funny. But I just think if I had to compare the series of What We Do in the Shadows to the film What We Do in the Shadows, the series kind of like falls a lot flat of the film. Because
but they're also stretching it out more.
Yeah.
So that's respectable. But they're doing a good job with it. Like, I heard all the reviews.
I loved when they ate the people on drugs and then they were high, and that's like my favorite thing in the world.
That's pretty rad.
You are what you eat.
It's like a freaking Love at First Bite, or that one where the Dracula character comes into like New York City and damn drains a damn like alley bum, and then he's all totally screwed up. He's like, what was in that guy's blood? And that guy been sitting there just drinking Drano and fucking them booze, and he was all high and messed up because that guy was drinking.
Unspitten? No.
It was one of those kind of films, but like he was like, what was in that man's blood? And he was just kind of jacked up because that man was just sitting there drinking Drano and freaking damn booze. Got a fucking horribleness.
Or like if a vampire ever tried to kill a heroin addict and found traces of blood in his heroin stream.
Horrible. Alright, let's jump to Best Makeup Effects, which was kind of fun. I enjoyed that one. Bitch and Puddin'.
Did we first establish the fact that Lovecraft Country should have gotten that award?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally
just want to make sure I'm going to pound that nail in, so to speak.
Should have got the award. People didn't probably watch it because they were all feeling scared during COVID. Race wars were happening and shit like that. But
that's
series
what
was
made
amazing.
it even... But also the books...
That's what made it important.
The book was like fucking 10, 12 years old. I mean, and written by a white dude. So come on, y'all. Get with the picture. Some white dude, however many years ago, Matt Ruff, wrote this book because he realized racism sucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a white person, I gotta say, yeah, it's an uncomfortable mirror to look into, but it's kind of our responsibility.
Yeah, it's kind of necessary.
It's kind of necessary, and I think the way that Jordan Peele and the other producers and directors portrayed the stories from the book, while not being entirely not entirely adhering to the stories in the book, they really nailed the heart of it, and it really is important.
Yep.
And also, it's really cool to see H.P. Lovecraft get that kick in the nuts that he deserved for being a racist.
I know, right?
I'm gonna say it. There you go.
Awesome.
Like, you know what? You might be a clever motherfucker, but you're still a motherfucker. You still fuck your mom.
Racist bastard.
I mean, he was super racist. Like, you can't even say that H.P. Lovecraft was a product of his time, because everybody else in his time was like, dude, you need to tone it down a little. His fucking peers were writing letters to him like, you need to chill.
You need to chill. Yeah, like other people use the N-word or whatever. Fucking Kurt Vonnegut, fucking Faulkner, whatever. I'm not saying those are his peers necessarily, but in high literature.
And they don't generally come with fucking in front of their names, but there you go.
But
they're not under the F section of the library.
Was Kurt Vonnegut's real first name not fucking? I'm just kidding. I think Kurt Vonnegut would appreciate my humor here.
Kurt fucking...
Just having read a lot.
I think he would too.
I think he would.
Pretty sure.
I think we're homies. But yeah, no, I mean, but seriously, H.P. Lovecraft had a cat named the N-word.
Yeah, I knew that. Like, everybody, I think everybody knows that.
No, not everybody knows that, Leah.
Not everybody does know that, but now you, our listeners, do know that.
Now
that
you
racist
know.
Bastard named his cat the
And
N-bomb.
he was super xenophobic, and it was super Asian, super against Asian immigrants, and
like, he would get
really important issues for today.
angry when he saw people of a different race.
Oh,
yeah.
Man,
like, if they were around him, he would, like, literally freak out. It was weird.
The first Karen.
Yeah,
Wow.
but if you read his works, like, this is, like, kind of the basis for it. It's like, you're messing with the balance. And with who the real, leaders are, and the real, superior race.
Yeah. The
Eldritch. Or whatever. I mean, it's just... It is what it is. It's still, like, I'm not saying that he's a brilliant writer either, because I find his writing very, very boring. But the stories that he told were very, very interesting, and the characters that he created were very interesting.
I agree.
His writing itself bores me to
death.
To nap, like to fall asleep.
To the other. All right, let's jump ahead. So the best makeup effects was kind of fun. It's presented by Bitch and Puddin'.
Yes, that was so fun. I loved that.
I love her.
Like, she was the brothers. I can't pronounce it. I'm drawing a blank how to pronounce her name. The Boucher
Dragula.
The Dragula brothers.
I think the word you're looking for is Dragula.
No, they're the Boulet brothers. Their Dragula show. She was on it. She's from Asheville.
Actually from...
No shit!
Yeah.
Represent North Carolina.
Pretty sure she's
from
from Asheville. Yep. Pretty sure Asheville, the Southernness. It was awesome. And
she's a doll.
Yeah, she nailed it. Cute. Adorable. Had the cute little backdrop. Just fun. And that was fun. But then she presented the award to Dan Martin for Possessor, which I did not see.
I know, now I'm really interested to see it.
No,
exactly. Same. I want to see the effects, because Dan Martin did nail this damn set. He won 2 of the awards last night. Mm-hmm. And, yep. His best quote, though, not Dan Martin's. Bitch Puddin', she said, "We all scream in the same language."
I
love that. Dude, when I saw that, I was like, ooh, I want that tattooed on me.
Same. I want that tattooed across my chest.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the best. That is like, okay, Leah, if we have to get matching tattoos, and it's not going to be like it was before when we were going to get matching tattoos that said like second level belly dance forever. What? No, you remember. We're not making this
Yes,
up.
I do remember. We were going to be...
Level 2 forever.
Level 2 for life.
Level 2 for life. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Well, that was a thing. Now it's... We all scream in the same language.
Yes.
So good. Yeah, that was the best part of that entire little...
Unless you're a cicada, in which case, what the fuck are you doing out there? Your goals is what you are, cicadas. Screaming for love.
Yeah.
It's like if Judas Priest had a love song and it was screaming for love and not vengeance.
Yeah. The best international film was really a disappointment because La
Llorona.
Yes, won it. And that has been done so many times in all Mexico.
Has it? Like,
Mexican
I'm
cinema
only
is...
aware of...
Oh. I was doing a study on it, and it's actually one of the most Mexican divulged themes ever. It's been covered at least in 50 or so movies.
Mexico.
It's just like...
No shit.
It's,
I'm only aware of one.
Yeah, there's only that one, but that's only America. But like, if you go to Mexico, it's a very common theme horror. Yeah. Like, she is out there.
Interesting.
Yeah, she is really out there.
It's folklore, but I did actually watch the beginning
I was aware
of the film.
that the folklore was prevalent, but
right.
I didn't know that there was like a million movies about La
There's
Llorona.
a lot of... Mexico's got a lot of those films. Like, I was researching it because I was like, oh, what the hell is that? And I was like, oh, wow.
I mean,
I came across like 6 at least very prominent Mexican versions of it. And then the American version came out like 80 years after that.
Was this an American version?
This is the American version.
Curse of La Llorona, and it sucks.
Yeah, I started to watch it, and I was just like, oh, this is actually... I'm just tired. I'm going to go to bed. And I didn't finish watching it, but from what I've read is like the Mexican community doesn't really love it. And, you know, that's their folklore, not mine. If somebody was up here telling Appalachian stories that I didn't like, I'd be pretty pissed too, you know?
Yeah, where was it?
If I didn't like the telling of it or whatever, but I did start to watch the film, and it was just kind of like, this doesn't seem great. And I was pretty tired anyway, so I never finished watching it. But then I read that, like, just the community from which the folklore comes, you know, they're like, you're not doing this story justice, and I don't know. But like I said, didn't see the film, so I can't really judge it. It might have been a great film. However, what was the category? And back her out it and win? Bullshit.
Yeah,
bullshit.
Right? International.
Bullshit, because that film was excellent. It wasn't terrifying scary. It was like Predator scary. But with social issues. Yeah.
That's pretty fun. I'll have to watch it. I haven't seen it. But yeah, La Llorona.
Yeah.
La Llorona.
La Llorona is a very popular thing. And, geez, stop there.
But there's 2 L's.
Fair. But the first Mexican film was based on that story. The first like Mexican cinema film independently released was based on that story. I looked it up. I was like, oh yeah. So that was the first story they turned into a film.
So it's like their Dracula. There's like a gazillion versions.
Yeah, I looked up the Mexican version of Dracula in that entire context too, because they were talking about like films that were big Mexican films, and they were like, that was a big one, but this one predates that one, and I was like, wow, that's cool. But that entire storyline is real popular, I don't know, it's been done a million times in Mexico. They're like, another La Llorona. There we go.
Yeah.
And then there we go. But yeah, that one, I guess that was disappointing for me. I was like, man, there were some other great films there. The Baccarat thing. But like, whatever. And brings us up to our next segment, which kind of makes me mad, and it kind of makes me want to go freaking to the jugular for this one. Because this is where we should be next year. We should be in the achievement in nonfiction category.
Man, fuck Joe Bob fucking Briggs.
Yeah, Joe Bob won it. But you know what? That entire segment is like, that's us. That's us. We're a shitty podcast. That's our fucking bread and butter. That's where we should be at least nominated. That's where we should be next year. We need to be nominated
or somebody
for
else who's
achievement
more
nonfiction.
Successful at it, who isn't Joe Bob Briggs.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
I mean, I can
It's
see
a
why they
new-
gave it to him.
it's a 20. This
What?
is a 22nd, and this is 22nd edition of these Chainsaw fuck off. Chainsaw Awards.
Awards.
This is the 22nd edition, and this is a brand new category: achievements in nonfiction, which covers the podcast people, the Joe Bob Briggs people that just do commentary on movies and other stuff.
Called horror hosts, as we used to call them when we had them.
Yeah, horror hosts.
We've talked about the Joe Bob debacle on the podcast before. I think with Leah.
Yeah.
Because we grew up with Joe Bob, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's like,
He's kind of a fucking dick.
he's kind of a fucking dick. He's fucking shitting on gay people. I don't like that. And I don't like it when he talks down Darcy the male girl. Honestly, like, she is a smart, capable girl who knows all kinds of shit about horror, has her own fucking podcast. She should have won the fucking thing. Darcy should have won the
Right.
fucking award for her podcast, because she is absolutely an independent.
Well, you know why he won it? He used to work for Fangoria.
Well,
Probably. I'll say that. Probably.
Well-
But it was a voted process. So the people that were voting, the demographics, I don't know.
here's the thing. Darcy has
Well,
her
the people
own
that were voting
podcast.
are Fangoria fans, so they are aware of his contributions to Fangoria. So it makes sense to me that that's how he won.
I'm a
It
Fangoria
makes
fan, and
sense.
I wouldn't have voted for him.
But
Not after he
Did you-
pulled all
Year
that
before-
shit.
a year ago, you probably would have voted for him. After the shit that you know now,
Did you vote?
We did not.
We did not. That's true. Was I able to vote? I don't know. I did not get my
wasn't
voter
able to-
registration in the mail.
I couldn't do my mail-in voting. Damn it. But anyway,
It's like Georgia up in here.
Anyway,
Mine's
yeah. So
about
next year
to
we're
check
definitely
just
gonna vote this. This year I'll be super pushing our damn podcast to at least make the running.
No, please don't. I don't want that kind of.
I want that kind of thing. I want them to just pop up there. Because did you see that award? If we can get one of those awards up there, that'd be sweet.
With the skull with the chainsaw through it? That was fucking rad, dude.
Dude, man, that'd be awesome. I'd have to get 3 or 4 of them just for
Not
you
as
guys.
cool as my chainsaw that I do for our podcast.
The new
Someday
art-
we'll get this on the
The new art's
site.
gonna be
You'll
awesome.
see it.
Yep.
1940s.
Yeah, that was the achievement in nonfiction is definitely what we're going for this coming year. Well, pick up our game. I was listening to a couple podcasts here in the horror genre on YouTube and around, and they were okay, but they're just selling their image. I can give them that. They have like their own website with some t-shirts, and they're probably doing perfectly fine. They have a Patreon that they said they don't need any donations at all because the YouTube gives them the money. But we're not that kind of podcast because here we are saying, go fuck yourselves, y'all. And we cuss. That's it. And instantly we're demonetized. There ain't no way we're making nothing off this. But here we are still talking horror.
That's true, isn't it?
Yep.
It's weird how much you can say fucking horror movies, but you can't say it in podcasts without getting demonetized.
Or not making any money off it. Yeah. Like the YouTube channel is the Chainsaw Bar podcast on YouTube. It's out there. It's got the same goofy logo that you can't read on the checkerboard because it's free. And I put together.
It's not checkerboard, honey. It's herringbone.
Herringbone. There you go. Ooh, fancy up in here.
I just know my fabrics.
Horrible. Yeah.
Should have been
something.
a quilter.
Could have been contender, but you didn't.
Could have been.
Do we have anything?
Leah knows the difference between herringbone and checkerboard.
I do.
Her family are all into what's it called? Textiles.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, they're all textiles.
Most of my family, the women in my family are fiber artists.
Oh, that's tricky. Yeah, my associate's in the fine arts teacher was a fabric artist. He did giant tapestries. So.
Remind me later to tell you about these quilts that our friend Heather pulled up out of her hope chest from her great granny. We took them up to the museum, the Women's History Museum here.
Dillsboro.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah, it's super cool, but she didn't know what to do with them. And I said, I know somebody who might know some people.
All right, let's jump up to the next thing. Of course, none of us seen it, of course, because we're horrible at podcasting. No, we're horrible at watching horror movies during a pandemic.
We're horrible at watching horror movies that other people watch. Apparently, we watch a lot of horror movies. It's just not necessarily the news.
Did you all see The Greasy Strangler? No. So there you go.
Or did you watch the
Editor.
1930s James Whale film, The Old Dark House, 1932?
It's on Shudder. Do it. Anyway, it's worth $6, so go do it. Take a month off and indulge. But we'll jump to the next category they gave out was for Best Score. And Jim Williams won that for Possessor. Again, I didn't see that. I have no clue what it is. I like to think it's some sort of ambient, scary, kind of goddamn creepy music, but I have no idea what the movie is about. And we watched it last time. We haven't done any research because I had to go to work, and now I'm just off. So, Possessor will probably on my to-do list this week. And there it is.
Yeah, I've got a lot to catch up on now.
Right, for real.
Totally. Sheesh. And the next category was Creature Effects, Best. And, of course, Dan Martin won that one, too. For Possessor, which we didn't see.
Possessor.
See, now we really got to see this.
Apparently, yeah. I definitely want to. As soon as you want Creature Effects, I was like, wait, what? It's got the best damn soundtrack and the best creature effects? Son of a bitch. Ugh.
This is a Danzig video waiting to happen.
There better be a blonde with a chicken getting sliced.
I'm telling you.
Yep. And this was a weird one. The best limited release, but you know what? Like in the pandemic, we can't go to theaters anymore, so there's no box office. There's none of that.
So what wasn't a limited release?
Exactly. Not a lot outside the horror genre. Because the big studios really didn't know how to deal with it, which is kind of funny about the horror business. They actually did kind of like, oh, we're already doing this. But now it's like, we can big block it and say, hey, this is our limited release. It's like, you want to check out this? It's Willy's Wonderland. It's $25 if you want to watch it now. And it's like, oh, okay. It's got Nick Cage in it? It's kind of got this weird Five Nights at Freddy's thing? Oh, all right. I've seen the preview. Well, that's worth $20 in my day. That's how much I'd pay if we went to theaters. And there you go. And
it was not Five Nights at Freddy's, y'all.
It was quite enjoyable, though. I really endorse Willy's Wonderland.
It did have Sparkle Motion Mom from Donnie Darko.
It did. But, Anna, have you got to even thought about Willy's Wonderland there, Leah?
I did not know it existed.
Well, we finally went and watched it this weekend on the TV at our house. We traveled from the kitchen all the way to the TV area. Got some popcorn, got some snacks, and paid the $4.99 to rent it now. It's down to $4.99 now. So it's not the $20 it was 2 weeks ago. So
was your son a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's? I assume he was.
Yeah.
It's definitely
he might
deal.
dig it. He might dig it.
If he's a Nick Cage, if you got anybody in your Nick Cage damn group there that wants to watch a Nick Cage film that they haven't watched, and spoiler people, and spoiler starting now, 15 seconds spoiler.
Why are you spoiling it for Leah?
Oh, you haven't seen it?
She just said
No, I haven't seen it.
You want a spoiler?
I didn't know it existed. I don't care.
Okay, you need to watch it. I'm out of time. Nick Cage doesn't say a goddamn thing in the entire movie. Done. Nothing.
Interesting.
Best performance ever.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah, that is quite a feat.
17.
In cinema.
Yeah, I mean, how did he do that? He must have exploded at the end of every take.
Probably. It's insane.
He's just doing his, like, Nick Cage thing the whole time. Just, like, balls to the wall.
But yeah, Nick Cage, awesome. Well done performance. Check it out. Willy's Wonderland. Woo! It's pretty amazing. It's pretty fun. And there's just so much just cheekiness about it. I love it. It was fun. Not a lot of nudity, but a lot of gore, a lot of just... It was good. I don't know. The themes of it were kind of cheesy. I didn't love it, but I didn't
stick with it. I kind of, like, zoned out.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it immensely. The whole satanic angle was kind of fun. Kind of like, oh, okay, there it is. A Satanist did it. But whatever.
It's always the Satanist.
Always a Satanist possessing things and doing shit.
Movies.
Yeah.
Not in real life, but in movies.
Alright, let's, did you guys ever even hear about this performer, Smiling Beth?
Oh my god, that video got annoying.
It was weird. I didn't know what to make of it. I liked her makeup when she's doing it, but when she was out of makeup, just doing the weird regular singing, it wasn't as cool.
Like, for me, I enjoyed her voice, and I enjoyed some of the aesthetics, but the song itself was fucking annoying, and it got to the point where I couldn't, like, I was like, is this done yet? I ended up skipping ahead.
Yeah, it was kind of damn grindy, but I don't know, I like the idea that she's out there in makeup, but yeah, that video was just, like, if you skipped out the non-smiley parts, it would have been way better. Yeah. The song was, mediocre at best. I don't know who the Smiling Beth was, but yeah, she was alright. It was kind of a little segue, kind of something that mixed it up a little bit. I would have rather if they'd done clips the entire series, but that cost money and time.
Right.
Yeah. That's true.
And
that wasn't great.
Yeah. Best limited release was won by another Nick Cagey classic, apparently. Did you watch The Color of Space?
The Color Out of Space? I did not.
Color Out of Space?
Color Out of Space. Was it Color Out of Space? Color of Space?
Yeah, it's an H.P. Lovecraft story.
Yeah.
Which I read the book.
Wow. That's cool. Yeah, the last time we had Clayton on here, he said you need to watch it. You probably need to get really drunk and watch that film.
Yeah, and then we didn't.
And then we haven't. And when we come back to it, we'll definitely discuss it with him. But that was his discussion of The Color of Space, was get really drunk. It's trippy as shit. Get really drunk since you guys don't do drugs and watch it then. So there's a heads up. Leah, maybe in a while, who knows, maybe we can all get together and do that. But until then, maybe I'll just wait on The Color of Space.
Out of Space. Yeah. What's the one that, what's his name did? Hold on. Two takes and a lamb's tail. Give me a second.
Alright, jumping ahead. This is where it goes all sideways. And the last, 6 categories are given to, this one film. Generally.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah. They had to lick some ass because it was the biggest film.
The only one that was released just before COVID hit, yeah. But then again, that movie apparently was amazing for what it was. Horrifying.
It was.
So,
it was good. It was creepy.
Yeah, it gets its chops because, everything I read about it or heard about it was, this is the craziest shit I've seen. And it's that's really fucking tough.
I wouldn't say it was craziest, but it was pretty good.
There you go.
It was well done. So,
yeah, it probably deserves what it got. I'll give it that. Because that was the last big screen everybody got to see, honestly. Yeah, it's probably the last big screen everybody got to see as regular humans going to a theater.
Mm.
So, yeah, I remember seeing it out of the theater and I was like, I don't want to go watch that. And it was I don't care. It's not Kevin Bacon. Actually, I don't give a shit if it's Kevin Bacon or not. That's not Claude Rains.
A YouTube movie reviewer that we watch, oh gosh, his name just jumped out of my head.
Claude Rains.
Has been dead for years.
Shit.
Kevin Bacon.
Anyway, he was talking about The Invisible Man, and he was talking about the director's choice to not focus centered on the two people in, like, there was a conversation in a kitchen or something like that, and it's the way that it's centered, it's off just a little bit, as if there was a third person standing in the room.
Ew,
but you just can't see it. Like, it was that little choices like that were so good and so creepy, and that is why Lee got that award.
Yeah, that's a great.
Like, he fucking earned it.
I didn't even think about that possibility. That's a great choice for a film. That's just that's smart. It's just like it's slightly off, and it's like, why is that slightly off? But like, there's probably you're thinking, oh shit.
It's like it's centering on 3 people instead of 2.
Yeah, that's subtle. It's like if that would mess with your mind watching it. Ew. God damn. I guess I definitely had to watch that film. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I heard it was good. I just didn't. You know how I am.
Yeah, so that got the best screenplay at the Chainsaw Awards.
Did it?
It did.
I didn't even see that one. I know that it got best director.
It got best. Yeah, that was the next segment. It was very brief. I think.
See, I didn't know they did screenplay. I think because I jumped ahead from that Smiling Beth bullshit that I missed it.
Yeah, you missed probably Color Space and then the best screenplay. Yeah. But yeah, the Invisible Man got best screenplay, and his house was one of the possible things Maddie said we need to watch at, and then I looked at it, I was like, oh god, that looks really fucking horrifying. I looked at the damn preview and the description of it, and I was like, his house. And I was like, that sounds lame.
Is that with Matt Smith?
I don't think so. I think it's like South American or African or something.
Yes, and Matt Smith and
oh god, wow.
And the African immigrants. It's the actress who played Ruby on Lovecraft Country.
Yes.
Hold on, I got her name.
She was fantastic.
Attempt to not butcher the pronunciation of her name. And if I can find it, because I wrote this in a while ago, and I wanted to watch his house. His
house was one of the screenplays that was nominated for this, and it just kind of readjusted because his house was nominated for quite a few actually prior to this, and then it's like now we definitely have to sit down and watch his house. And I looked up, it's like, oh, okay, there it is. And I was like, ooh, that looks really intense. And it's got the gal from Lovecraft Country who was awesome. And there we are. Maddie's looking up the pronunciation. I won't even go there anymore, but she'll find it in a moment.
My notes are not very clear.
But let's jump to the next one, of course. Best Director
Matt Smith from Doctor Who, though.
Yeah, Matt Smith.
If you like Doctor Who.
The Best Director went to Lee Wyanall for Invisible... What? Wyanall?
Lee Wyanall? Yeah.
Lee Wyanall. Okay. Yeah, there you go. He? Him?
Yes.
Okay, he won it. Good job. And Blumhouse, of course, their Blum guy, pretty much did all the things for this. I don't think anybody that was not the main guy.
Lee accepted 2 of them.
Yeah, did. Who from the Blumhouse damn movie did not accept it? What, do you remember?
Elizabeth Moss, and then The Invisible Man won, I guess, 4.
Yeah.
And Lee accepted 2 of them that I saw, and then the Blumhouse guy accepted the 3rd one.
Yeah, no, they actually won 5 looking at this. Because from here on out, it's all Blumhouse. Blumhouse. Yeah. So Best Director was Lee
Wyanall. Or Wyanall. I'm not really sure.
Lee Wyanall. He won it as Best Director. Accepted by Jason Blumhouse. I don't know why. That's weird. And the Best Lead Performance was won by Elizabeth Moss. Yep. In Invisible Man. And it was accepted again by Blum. And then we went to Best Kill, which was actually...
Which it absolutely should not have won.
Ah, that was really disappointing. I was like, I seen a lot. I seen a couple of the kills that they were talking about. I was like, oh, those are okay. But then the way they described that kill, I'm like, what was so special about that kill?
It wasn't. It looked fake as fuck. Like, I couldn't even remember it. I had to look it up after I watched the awards to refresh my memory.
Oh,
and
there
I was like, this is bullshit. Like, that wasn't surprising. It was exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, so...
And, I mean, and it looked fake as hell because, you know, it was an invisible man holding a knife, so it's all, you know, floating in midair.
God, all it needed was a string. That's horrible.
It was stupid. Freaky should have won that hands down.
Yeah, that's lame. Oh, that sucks.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, the what was it called? The diner room sequence or something like that.
The restaurant scene.
Restaurant scene, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded lame, and I was like, I don't know. Those other kills were cool as shit. I seen a few of them.
When you saw someone in half, how does that not win?
Yeah, and it looks good. There you go.
It looked amazing. Freaky should have won that. 100%.
Yeah, because that's a cool fucking proper effect and looks good. You have to damn research what guts are getting cut across and what actually is visible. And it's not knifing the damn fucking pie in the sky bullshit. I don't know. People will...
His house. Her name is Wonmi Masaku.
Wonmi Masaku.
She is bae, if I can say that. Yeah. I think, like, her character is Ruby on Lovecraft Country. This is my, like, girl crush.
Oh, she's badass.
She is so damn gorgeous, and her singing voice on the show. I'm not even gonna... But apparently she's in this, his house, which I've been meaning to watch for months and months. I put it down on my notebook to this effect, that I was going to watch this film. Matt Smith, Mr. No Eyebrow Doctor Who.
Terrible.
I still love the Matt Smith Doctor Who. I'm a big nerd. But yeah, Wunmi, she is... absolutely just, I don't know. She is like a Nigerian English woman, and you wouldn't know that to watch her in Lovecraft Country, where she plays a girl from Chicago.
Oh,
because nailed the fucking accents, right?
Big important part there. She
fucking
nailed the accent.
Totally cool. So, but in the movie, his house, apparently, she's an immigrant.
Yeah,
and she and her husband move into a flat in England, and the whole thing is just staged to terrify black people out of the neighborhood. Wow. It's about gentrification. It's about, it's about colonization. It's about all these, like, scary social issues, and it's also just straight up fucking horror. Like, what kind of fucking... I don't know. I haven't watched it, so... You tell me, but that's the impression that I got from reading what I read on the interwebs. Like, they're trying to scare the black people out of the neighborhood, but also they have nowhere else to go.
And on that note, YouTube people, if you're listening to this, if you made it this far, thank you for listening. Because this will be an MP4, and you can listen to it on YouTube. Like, subscribe, smash that like button, or whatever the hell subscribe thing you got hit.
Apparently there's no other way to just tap. Yeah. There is no tap.
Smash it.
You gotta smash it.
But also, feel free to comment in the bottom there, Gallagher. Because, like, I will look it over, and I'll probably give you a like, and you'll like, oh, somebody liked my comment. And there you go. Because, like, the one guy that commented on our last video, I went back there and was like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Gene definitely did damn nail it with his damn breaker, motherfuckers, whatever the hell, sound check.
What he said, but look.
And I was like, yeah, that's true. That's pure gold.
Is anybody going to know who Gallagher is when I said that?
I don't think so.
When I say smash that.
Smash that like button. But no, anyway.
Smash that like button like it's a watermelon underneath a sledgehammer.
Feel free to comment, because this will be on YouTube eventually. Comment if you made to an hour and 21 and some change, or an hour and 20 after editing, who knows. Or it's probably an hour 19. But anyway, I got to edit up those first 9 minutes. So whatever. you guys don't get to hear that. Sorry. We ain't got Patreon, and you don't get them hear our damn lawsuit from them, the Snoop Dogg and Dr.Dre. So there you go.
Yeah, we're actually going to edit that part out, so it's not going to be that way, remember?
Yeah, we're not getting sued by the damn Death Row Records.
I'm definitely not going to...
All right, let's cover the last thing from the Chainsaw Awards. Best wide release went to... The only horror movie that did get a wide release before the pandemic destroyed everything we knew and loved. The Invisible Man.
Okay, but how many people have actually seen the original with Claude Rains?
Probably all of our listeners.
Probably all 3 of them?
At least the 9 or 10 that vary. Our Saudi Arabians, we love you. Our Northern Ireland, regular Ireland, our Japanese listener, our Brits, we love you.
That one guy in Portland, Oregon.
Oregon.
Sure who you are, babe.
Yep. Our US people, and I think we got one Aussie. So there we go. Noise.
Y'all watched the Claude Rains original version of Invisible Man because I can't, I just can't with remakes.
So dig us up on YouTube, and if you did see that, hit the like button, and we'll at least have 10 likes, at least from our listeners and me, because there you go. And someday, who knows? Maybe next year, because we're going for that achievement in nonfiction, people. That's our goal for the next year.
Oh, great. Just news to me. I have goals now.
You don't have goals. That's my goal. Deal with it. I'm the one that pulling the strings. I am the puppet master. So there we go.
Oh, yeah. I remember what...
Well, my podcast is the puppet, but everybody else here is like got their own goddamn thing, and I can't wrangle cats all the time. So there we are. It's like Gene is a big cat that is fucking not wrangleable. And we can't find Clayton 90% of the time, but he's out there.
There would be a really good soundtrack for this if all the musical references we just made were just put into the podcast. I wish we could afford to get like credits from Metallica.
Yeah.
And everybody else.
I heard Creeping Death today. That was a blast. Just going to work, listening to
Creeping Death. Well, in this case, Master of Puppets.
Yeah, Master of Puppets. Yep. But anyway, there we go. That was the Chainsaw Awards, which we didn't get any credit for. Maybe we got a couple extra clicks. I haven't checked the internet. Who knows? Chainsaw Bar.
On accident.
I've definitely got to figure out a way to make our YouTube page more accessible, because when you chainsaw the Chainsaw Bar podcast, you still see about 90 jackoffs showing off their chainsaw bars and trying to talk about chainsaws. And then you go down there and there's our podcast with a little white dot. It's like, oh, there's our podcast.
I'm telling Mike to put my artwork on there, and that will...
Now at least get something, maybe.
Well, it'll get some
Yes,
visual...
do the artwork.
Yes.
Well, you saw it.
It's happening.
I did, and I love it.
It's eye-catching.
I'm off the next 2 days. We'll put it on the internet. And we'll definitely get this upgraded. This is going online.
And you help me fix these raised beds.
Yeah, we're making raised beds out of found stolen grab pallets. So yeah, raised beds out of pallets. It's the thing, people. Go do it. Go grab you some pallets. Make sure you got them pallets that have HT, which means they were heat treated. Not the pallets with an
chemical
MT.
treated. Yeah, you don't want the chemical treated.
You don't want the
pallets.
chemical treated pallets. And we're not British, so there's a couple of damn weird British ones. Don't get those either. But look it up. Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple Brits damn pallets out there with definitions, but
weird.
HT is what you're looking for when you're out there snagging pallets. HT. It's free lumber if you can find it. And then build it if you got it. There you go. I'm thinking about building some siding in my house with those things.
No, but that's not for siding, babe.
If I paint it white and just cover that damn section of the house that's covered with a piece of white.
You guys should see what we're doing to our house.
Oh, Leah. Don't give him any ideas.
I want.
I can't really say anything. I'm not allowed to share it on Facebook or anything. Because we're not using a permit.
No.
Are you building like one of those little
solar panels? Solar.
Not solar. I'm thinking like a damn a tower. You're building a rock tower with a damn stairwell made of wood.
You'll see next time you come over for a bonfire.
Ah,
Look,
sweet.
sis, my husband is a
Me too.
DIYer. I live with it.
We'll definitely cover this other thing.
There's a leak in my roof. If you know,
it's on our bucket list that needs to be fixed. So if he can do that, we'll eventually figure it out. But
He's a little busy.
yeah, imagine.
Imagine.
I'm just gonna YouTube and do it myself, but I'm kind of handy like that. That's not the
Yes.
point, though. This is a side note for y'all, and this will make no sense to y'all. But I ain't got no damn character build up and nothing of that for this black tie thing. So there you go. Put that in the back of your mind.
Oh shit!
I don't even
When
know if
is
it's happening.
that?
Is it happening?
Oh, the black tie affair. It's not happening in April.
Done.
Because
Alright.
COVID numbers are still ridiculous. Not enough people are vaccinated. I don't want to be around a bunch of plague rats.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
So
Mike, in
it's being
fairness-
postponed.
Mike, in
Fair.
fairness, is vaccinated. I am not. But also, I don't have anything that fits. So,
Yeah, she ain't got no story either. She ain't got no backstory either. So there you go.
and I have no backstory or clothes.
Okay, don't worry about any of that yet. Like, I don't even know when we're shoving it back to.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. To-do list. To-do
When
list.
it happens, it happens. But look,
yeah.
Be quick.
I don't know what I was going to say.
Boom shakalaka. All right, let's move ahead. Did we learn anything this week? Anybody?
Leo, what did you learn this week, love?
I didn't learn anything this week.
Yes, you did. You learned something about flowers.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of
What'd you learn about flowers?
Yeah.
Nothing.
All right, there we go. She's giving us a Gino. We'll accept it. Maddie, do you learn anything? You want to share?
No.
All right, people. My share is look up raised beds with pallets. Make sure you get the heat-treated pallets, not the methanol-treated pallets. And build you a nice little fucking thing of cilantro.
Make
Just
you
call
little-
it a day.
You
Enjoy
can
that
grow
soap if that's how you
way
taste it.
more on a raised bed than you can in a fucking proper garden. That's facts.
There you go.
And squirrels and moles and such.
The moles probably.
Stay out of
Squirrels
it.
will still be jackasses.
Yeah, squirrels are jackasses, but the moles and such will stay out of it.
But if you're like, you got squirrel problems, and you kill one of them, they're pretty tasty. There you go.
Ew.
They aren't bad. There's not a lot to them, but you know, they're not bad tasting. It's a lot of work to skin them and then take off that tail and all that shit. But if you're a fly tire, that tail, you put some damn salt on it, some freaking 12 mule borax, and dry that shit out. You can use that tail to then make flies and go fishing with it and catch another fish and more dinner. There you go. I ain't got nothing else than that, and that's probably the show. Screw it, people. This has been our show. It's late. We watched the Chainsaw Awards. Maddie's got her hand on her face. She's had too much to drink, and she's hiccuping. Oh dear God, that's the worst. There we go.
It's actually the worst.
It is the worst.
It is the worst. And this is my big... He failed to mention that Maddie has her middle finger up in his face.
Totally. And there's a hiccup. All right, people. We love you. Like, subscribe, smash that like button. Go look up Google Podcasts.
Don't tap it, because apparently that doesn't work. Just, you have to smash it. You have to, like,
boom,
clam fist that motherfucker.
Oh,
all right?
man.
Y'all just clam fist it, okay? Just make...
All right, stay safe, people.
Like, this is your middle school bully, and you want to just box him in the ear.
I'm not far off when I said what I said. There we are. All right, Leah. We love having you on the show. It was awesome talking to you again.
Thank you
stay
very much.
safe. I don't know what kind of moon things are going on. I know, like, the equinox happened a month ago or so. We're in spring. Love it. It's good stuff. And I don't know. We didn't attend your like fire things, so there we are. We suck. We don't go out. No, yeah, whatever. But anyway, that is our show. Anybody got any parting thoughts? Anything you need to tell everybody in the world? All 20 people? Yeah.
Get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated. It's going to suck a little bit, but get vaccinated. Then you got that sense of looking down on the peasants. You didn't get vaccinated. I still got a mask on because I don't need the flu, so screw you.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, definitely that's how it feels. I got my mask on and I'm looking down at people. It's like, oh, you're probably not vaccinated. I'm rubbing my beard under my damn mask. I'm like,
Just dropping tubes on people.
I'm just like, this little bit of my beard I can rub and under my mask. And I'm like, look at that peasant.
Tubes.
They probably aren't vaccinated. Look at that. They got their Trump hat on. Fuck them. They aren't believing in vaccination. Whatever. But there we are. That's our show for the Chainsaw Awards. Maybe we'll get something. Who knows? They got us outdone by 21 years. But whatever. Next year, we'll probably do a better show. It's been over a year, and this is still going. And damn, we love you. Thanks for listening. I don't know. Anybody got anything they want to share?
Nope. Time for listening.
Yeah, I agree. On 1, 2, 3. Vroom.
Vroom. All right.
Thanks for listening. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Damn it. Man.
Don't ever stop washing your hands. Please don't stop washing your hands.
Don't stop washing your hands. Damn it, man. And we're off.